Hello everyone. I thought I would come on and show you how I paint in acrylics and how I have my setup. So I know a few of you are new to acrylic and we're working in this landscape challenge, and that is, most of you are doing it in acrylic because that makes it easy. So I'm going to just turn my camera around and I will show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is the little painting that I just made. It took me as long to paint it around the sides as it did to paint the entire painting. So this is how I have my paint set up. So this is a Stay Wet palette box. I have cut a couple of the nubs around the edges off. And then inside here, I have a butcher tray. So this is a regular, I don't know, it's a butcher tray, right? An enamel butcher tray. In my box, I have a couple of layers of wet shop towels in the bottom. And my this butcher tray fits perfectly into this box so that the lid, the area around here, will seal perfectly. And what I have in here is I have squeezed out all of my paint. I keep my paint in jars like this, and so I just squeeze out paint when I'm getting low. And so this pile of paint in here has been working on here for about 2 years, I guess, just adding to this over time. And then what I do is I mix on this piece of glass. So I have a desk, my grandfather's old desk, and I had a piece of thick glass. It's like a 1/4 inch glass. It's not tempered, it's just regular glass. Apparently the only difference between regular glass and tempered glass is that tempered glass breaks into little pieces when it breaks. But this is really sturdy. I painted the back of this glass. I painted it with gray paint, okay, so that I have a gray color on the back of the glass, so that never comes up. And then I do all of my mixing here on my thing. Now this doesn't stay wet very long, which is great because every time I have to mix a new color, every time I want to make a color, I have to remix my colors to get here. And then when I'm done, all I do is give this a spray of distilled water, and I spray my paints lightly with distilled water. And then I take one of these paint scrapers, and it all just comes off super easy if you get it right away when you're finished painting. It's not so easy if you leave it out overnight, but it's not difficult either. And then I just scrape up all this paint and throw it in the garbage can, so none of that is going down the sink. And so there's a pile of my old dry paint now, and then I will have a perfectly clean surface to come back to next time. And then when I'm done painting, all I do is put the lid back over my Stay Wet palette here. I'm trying to do this with one hand, and push it all the way around till it snaps, and so that when I push in the middle, no air comes out, and that will keep it in here for years. So that's how I do things. So I hope that helped you, and good luck painting. Oh, I should show you my paints while I'm here. So these are my paints. I've got them all labeled, and I put them into these 4-ounce squeeze bottles, and they have these little red tops on them that keeps the paint from drying out. And I have labeled all the bottles. So there's the colors that I'm working with. I have my containers of my Nova paint. This is what... Oh, let me find one that isn't all messed up here. Yeah, so they look like this, okay, Nova color paint. And so I have all of my colors in smaller containers here. So those are 250 to 500 ml, 1 pint containers. And then I also have a stash of bigger containers that I fill up the middle-sized container with. So that's how I do that, and I find that that works super, super well. Really easy to squeeze out the color. You can see I have too many to fit in this basket right now. But you can see, I can see all of the colors. I don't have to go hunting for tubes. I can just pick the color I want, squeeze it out and throw it back in here. And then once every 3 or 4 months, I just fill the bottles up again. So that's how I do it.